It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. In this game, we'll see Baltimore against the Trailblazers.
Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. This is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. For the Portland Trailblazers, they won their last contest, that game against Philadelphia, and they pulled off a three-point win in that one. Too close for comfort, but they'll take it.
And guys, they just got so many good looks in that one, and the defense never able to affect their offensive rhythm.
Well, I think the defense from the other team was simply porous. There's no other way to put it. So many openings, and they made them pay for it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court for the Trailblazers, Harrell is out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. Then it's Robert Covington. Then it's Evan Fournier. And it's Lillard in at the guard position. Well, we're around the halfway point now, Doris. Some clubs are obviously in a rebuild mode, but it can be hard for many team owners to accept that and accept that path they're on.
Well, when you've been the guy to make that financial investment, there can be a little bit of impatience because one of your responsibilities is keep people in the seats. You've got to pay the bills. What you have to do is you make clear to the fans the vision that they have. If you make it clear, Kev, maybe they can sort of embrace the rebuild and celebrate the step-by-step progress.
Here's Lillard after the basket by Tyler Ulis. Here's Cauley-Stein, uses the glass to finish the layup.
And you see the leadership of Lillard in that sequence, keeping everyone involved, not looking to do it all himself, but creating for his teammate.
Now, here's Ulis. Pass to Barea. Takes a three, and that comes off the assist by Ulis. Barea's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And Lillard kicks to Cauley-Stein. It's Fournier on the wing. Now the pass to Harrell. Here's Cauley-Stein. Baltimore with the rebound. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland this season. Pass to Ulis. Outside Thomas. A three. He can't get it to go. And the Trailblazers going the other way. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. I was able to speak with Terry Stotts for a minute. This is the first meeting of the season between these teams, and he stressed to his guys the need to rely on their instincts at the offensive end. He said, we do a good job of finding soft spots in defenses without forcing things. If we keep doing that, we'll be in good shape. We'll see if they can keep that up tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks for the report, David. So the goal is to come out early and get their shooters into a good rhythm right away.
And of course, that's always a goal. But the meaning behind it is that he wants them to play good, smart basketball, not taking too many chances.
Right. You've got to be able to use plenty of screens, not let players start to go one-on-one and try to do this thing individually. Run your sets, get the best shooters their shots.
Baltimore with the ball after Damian Lillard was able to get the three to go. Baltimore moving that ball around. Here's Thomas. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now Portland takes it the other way. To the inside, Lillard, and he makes that one. Lillard's got 5 now.
Well, Evan Fournier is a fundamentally sound player, and if his teammates are open, he will deliver the rock.
Mason kicks to Barea. Pass to Thomas. Here's Van Vliet, defended by Covington. To the paint, here's Barea. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Shot clock at 6. The feed now to Fournier. Can't connect from short range.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Tie game in Baltimore. And the second. One of the most most lethal scorers in the game, all-star Dink.
I like a challenge.
And the Blazers, Greg, disappointed with last year's first-round defeat, but they've assembled some nice talent.
And like he said, we've seen teams jump into title contention more quickly than expected in the past.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And what do you guys think here about Baltimore in this one?
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
I'll tell you, they've simply been more assertive in the open floor. They're leaking out early, converting with confidence.
They've got J.J. Barea. Mason is out there with Ulis. Then it's Thomas. And it's Van Vliet in at the power forward. And for Portland, Robert Covington out there with Montrezl Harrell. Then it's Evan Fournier. And it's Lillard in at the point. Now here's Fournier. No points in the game yet for him. Kicks it to Lillard. The dish to Cauley Stein. The Trailblazers rebound. That puts them in the lead. Harrell's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Trailblazers.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
With the shot, and the jumper is good.
Well, you have to stay attached to Isaiah Thomas because in catch-and-shoot situations, this guy is ready to fire.
Fournier passes to Cauley Stein. And it's Harrell at the elbow, 13 feet away. Offensive rebound. The layup missed. And the shot goes down.
Oh, easy putback. No one got a body on it.
Boy, I'll tell you, Greg, that's just inexcusable. All they had to do was box him out. You learn a lesson the hard way in that instance.
Here is Mason. Van Vliet kicks to Ulis. Dishes it to Thomas. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Well, Tyler Ulis has an innate sense of when his teammates will be open. And if you do leave someone open, he'll make you pay for it.
And Tyler Ulis, the 34th pick in 2016, Greg, out of Kentucky, where he set the single-season assist record with 7 a game.
Yeah, and at 5'10", that small stature is obviously a concern. But in his young career, he's shown flashes. But he's going to have to shoot it better if he's going to succeed long term.
Out to the wing. Here's Van Vliet, defended by Covington. And it's going to be out of bounds. Baltimore will retain possession. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. You look at Boston. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And, of course, there's Baltimore. They have a lot of ground to make up.
And you know, for Baltimore, it's been a disastrous start to the season for them. They can't buy a win.
Now, they can't really afford to slip any farther down in the standings because, let's face it, they don't have the firepower to dig themselves out of too deep a hole once they're in it. All right, starting to heat up now. He's been much more efficient with the shot in this quarter than in the first.
Outside Fournier. Shoots over Barea. Here's Harrell. Knocked away. For Baltimore, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Here's Mason. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, easy call.
Baltimore shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
And Mason drops them both. Trailblazers trail by 4. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Well, this is the kind of thing that will help that shooting percentage. Fournier in the high percentage area.
Here's Van Vliet. He kicks it to Ulis. Passes it to Thomas. Mason for 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. Cauley Stein's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
This has been absolutely brutal. Missed every shot this quarter. He needs to keep his head up and keep working. Well, I'll tell you, still looking for that first 3 of the second quarter. He had one to open this game in the first.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Three-pointer, Lillard. That's good for his third bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him. As good a passer as he is, he becomes a major headache for the D if he gets hot from beyond.
Thomas kicks to Mason. Here's the three. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports, the halftime show. Ernie Johnson. Well, for Baltimore, Kenny?
Well, just a great offensive performance tonight. The play calling, the passing, the shooting, it was all working. They forced the defense to stretch itself thin, trying to figure out who to cover. And that created a lot of room for the shooters and spot-up jumpers.
Shaq, how do you think Portland? And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters, just a great effort for him for the entire half.
I don't think you could ask for anything more from this guy. He has been fantastic to start this one.
They've got Mason. He's out there with Ulis. J.J. Barea is out there with Isaiah Thomas. And it's Van Vliet in at the 4. That's the route for Scott Brooks getting going here in the second half. Locker room presence, one of the aspects that gets overlooked by fans, but Doris, not by coaches. And there are some players who have that presence.
You know what, Kevin? And this can take the shape of a lot of different things. So one guy that comes to mind is Sean Livingston. Always calm, always about team. Thaddeus Young is not a name necessarily that is at the top of every best player list, but anyone who's ever coached Thad Young believes in his ability to affect positively a locker room. Then you have those guys who maybe are going to challenge you a little bit more, but ultimately are good for the team. And I would cite Draymond Green, who will call out a teammate if necessary, push them to greater heights. You need both kinds, I think, Kevin, in your locker room.
Shot clock at 5. Mason. Cauley Stein grabs the board.
Well, I think the defense took that possession off. I'm pretty sure he won't miss next time.
Here's Fournier. Here's Harrell, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the call. Baltimore, the foul. And he's got his first free throw of the game. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Bucket is good. Now it's a 7-point Portland lead.
And they continue to control the glass.
Mason kicks to Thomas. Barea dishes to Mason. Baltimore moving that ball around. Here's Thomas. Shoots over Covington. Thomas, no good.
Boy, searching for some rhythm here at the start of the second half. That's their 3rd straight miss.
Well, Greg, and Willie Cauley-Stein, a live wire 7-footer.
I mean, he's got great foot speed for his size. I just like to see him really become more aggressive offensively and try to improve that skill set. But his mobility is so desirable in today's game.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Baltimore.
Well, I mean, he needs to talk to his guys. The interior defense has been horrific.
Absolutely no rim protection whatsoever. At this point, the other team is walking all over them on the inside.
Out to the right wing to stop the run, and a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Mason's got 6 points.
Leave him open from mid-range like that, and there's not much doubt he'll knock it down. Come on, guys, you got to think.
It's Covington on the wing. And the pass to Cauley-Stein. He's looking for Harrell and finds him. Basket counts. Harrell's got the lead up to 9 now for the Trailblazers.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Thomas surveying the D. Pass to Barea, and Ulis has it in the corner. Thomas against Covington. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Cauley-Stein's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Mason against Lillard. Takes a 3. Barea pulls it in. Barea's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Mason. It's good. Great play set up by Barea. Mason's got his 3rd basket of the night. Trailblazers leading by 7.
And a good opportunity here to go 2 for 1.
Let's see what they do here, Greg, right? Because you know they want to get a couple of possessions out of the time left. Boy, despite the miss, he did a really good job shaking himself completely free from the defense.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lillard outside. Pass to Fournier. Launches it. Baltimore with the rebound. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Covington with it. Here's Cauley-Stein. No good with the layup.
And you can see at this stage of his career, just still not comfortable as a finisher at the basket.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers heading to the bench with a 7-point. Terry Stotts had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
You got to keep tracking down balls, tracking down rebounds.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th, Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with Montrezl Harrell. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Evan Fournier. And it's Covington in at the 3 spot. Harrell kicks to Fournier. He dishes it to Covington. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Fournier. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
Well, he hasn't been a big contributor tonight for sure, but it hasn't prevented them from being in a position to grab the win.
Here's Van Vliet. Outside Thomas. Shoots over Covington. Thomas, no good.
Maybe not that time, but he'll hit more than his share if he's left open.
4th quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Fournier with the ball. Now guarded by Ulis. Covington in the corner. Over Mason. And the shot no good. A bit short. Baltimore trails by 7. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
From deep, Thomas. No good that time. And it's Portland the other way.
Boy, the way he's been going, he is not going to be the guy to turn this around.
To the inside. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Fires the 3. Again, the miss by Baltimore.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
Covington finds Lillard. With the shot. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
And how about Lillard just being aggressive here on offense? He can heat up quickly, just super efficient, and a high IQ score.
And Baltimore calls time here.
And his guys are getting frustrated. Coach just really kind of needs to calm them down.
I think, Greg, they've got to continue to believe that the next shot is going to go in. He can hopefully communicate that effectively to them.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Scott Brooks had to say to his team. He told the guys, I know you can do it. Make every possession count and watch how things go our way. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein. 3 on the clock. Barea, the pass to Thomas. Again, the miss by Baltimore.
I'll tell you, his touch has been off all day, and now his judgment is starting to go by the wayside as well. That's a poor shot.
Back to Lillard. 1:25 left here in the 4th quarter. For 3, buries it from 3-point range. And now it's a 12-point Trailblazer lead.
And when you're down this many points, hard to justify leaving a good shooter that wide open.
Right. If you want to get back in the game, you simply can't afford to let long-range shooters get comfortable.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Trailblazers.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Damian Lillard.
Boy, what a tremendous display of offensive firepower. It mattered not the size, the type of defender they put on him. He made easy work of it.
Thomas kicks to Barea over Cauley Stein. And Barea with the basket on the assist by Thomas.
Crafty move. He recognizes the size disadvantage, and the mid-range is close enough.
I'll tell you, that's really clever because it's not easy to get that mid-range off over a guy who's got a size advantage. He made it look easy.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
At this point, they're completely overwhelming them. The opposition looks totally defeated.
Fires the 3, drills it from outside.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Well, I love how personal this thing is getting. If you drain a 3 on me, anything you can do, I can do better.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it